Now, Storm Watch 12 weather with meteorologist Oliver Smith.
Well, compared to 24 hours ago, the largest temperature difference is along the Oregon coast and out towards Lakeview, generally between about 7 to 9 degrees cooler. The rest of the region, just about where they were this time yesterday. So we're into the 50s along the Oregon coast. It's pretty cloudy in Brookings last time I checked, which was just a couple of minutes ago, and 70s and 80s for the rest of the region. It's 87 in Medford, 89 in Montague, 78 in Chemult, 72 out in Lakeview. We do have some showers out over towards Lakeview. Most of this activity is still fairly high based. There may be just a little bit making it to the ground, but we had higher humidity earlier today. Not much going on for west of the Cascades for now, but that'll be changing throughout the day. We'll switch it over to our visible satellite imagery, and you can see the Shelley fire smoke pretty clearly just to the west of Greenview and Fort Jones as well. In fact, just kind of the latest camera imagery, you can see from about 11:10. Yeah, it's really hard to see out in the distance. And it's, of course, Aetna is looking at hazardous air quality, although the good news is that it's on the lesser end of the hazardous as it was earlier. So it's slow improvement. Medford, Ashland, Shasta Valley, we're all looking into moderate air quality. Same with east of the Cascades, but the Oregon coast looking pretty good in terms of the air quality so far for today. Now what we're going to be looking at is thunderstorms developing throughout our region. Now the problem with these thunderstorms is that they're going to have some pretty significant wind gusts with them. You get these thunderstorms and then they have a bunch of outflow boundaries that can develop from these, and basically what that means is that the winds will blow out uniformly in pretty much all directions. And then wherever they are, that's where you're going to be looking at the significant wind gusts. So even if we don't have thunderstorms necessarily, say in like Medford or Ashland, we could get the winds from those particular thunderstorms into the region. So a smoke forecast for later on today. We'll still continue to see the air pollution, especially out east of the Cascades. And once we go through tomorrow, we might start seeing a little bit less activity later on in the day. So our stormcast kind of showing the showers and thunderstorms developing. It's mostly going to be in southeastern Josephine, southwestern Jackson County, and generally most of Siskiyou County for today. That's the greatest risk of seeing dry lightning for today. If we're lucky, we might actually get the rain to be able to reach the ground, but that's going to be pretty hard-fetched for today. For later on tomorrow afternoon, we're going to continue to see that development, except this time it'll start to shift east of the Cascades and to the north as well. So areas like Crater Lake may see a stray thunderstorm for tomorrow, but probably not for today. And then the good news is that once we get towards Wednesday, the system departs the area and we're looking fairly nice all around the region. Forecast highs for today, 90s east of the Cascades and Mount Shasta City, about 103 from Medford and Grants Pass, 68 over towards Brookings. It's going to be another warm night in Medford, 69, 50s and 60s east of the Cascades, low 50s though, comfortable temperatures along the Oregon coast. So we get towards Wednesday, we're going to finally get just a little less hot. Today and tomorrow being pretty hot, just a little less hot by the time we get towards Wednesday. We get towards the latter part of the week, we get another little weak system moving through. We'll have to keep an eye and see if that triggers any thunderstorms. But by the time we get towards Saturday, some hotter air down to our southeast starts to get closer to our area before it starts to retreat, and another system approaches the region, cooling us off a little bit. So we'll keep an eye on the forecast for the next several days, but here is your forecast for the Oregon coast. Temperatures into the 60s and 70s for the next several days. A bit more of an onshore flow into Brookings for tomorrow. Dry thunderstorms possible for today in Northern California, and temperatures trickle down just a little bit, but then come back up by the time we get towards Saturday. Klamath Basin, again, you'll have that chance of dry thunderstorms today and tomorrow, a little bit better chance for tomorrow. Cooler temperatures by a few degrees by the time we get towards Wednesday and Thursday, and then temperatures come back up again on Saturday. Cascades will have overnight lows into the 50s. After the dry thunderstorms today and tomorrow, it dries out for the remainder part of the week. And the Rogue Valley, again, we have that possibility of seeing dry thunderstorms for today. Very hot temperatures, 103 for today and tomorrow. Slightly less hot beginning on Wednesday, but then on Saturday, the heat comes right back again.
So still triple digits, still important for people to be very aware of the heat and everything.
Oh yeah, it's not going away for a while, unfortunately.
All right, well, thank you so much, Oliver. Let's go ahead and switch over to our Health Watch.